Hey guys, it's Ben the Coin Geek at Old Pueblo Coin, and today we have a whole bunch of Roman ancients to look at. And very specifically, we're going to be looking at a bunch of Roman Republic and then in Imperatorial periods. So, a couple things here to get us started. So, the Roman Republic is dated from roughly 500 to 27 AD, right? So you've got this time period before you got to all of the rulers that you know and love so much. And you'll see some names that you'll know and you'll see some names that you won't know. Mostly denarius. This is a very fine. And what's going to happen is you're going to see all these people's names that you probably don't know. And a lot of the labels here that are on the coins are not my labels, they're someone else's, but I would just want to share these with you. So they circa 68 to 64 BC is when this coin is from. And you can actually see the name Geta, Geta on it, which is cool. I love the hats during the Roman Republic. I'm not going to lie. Man, I just wonder how much George Lucas liked this time period, because you see, all these funky hats. So here on the back, you have a boar that has a spear going through it, getting stabbed, and then beneath it, it's hard to tell, but that's a dolphin, and I'm trying to remember what else was on the back of this guy. But very neat coin, great design overall. So I can understand how people get addicted to this time period in the history, because there's a lot there. And some of the designs are really interesting because you'll have no lettering on one side, like this coin here has just the palm frond and the face, but there's no lettering on the obverse. Roman Republic, this one gives you both the grade and then the strike and surface quality. And then my Latin's not good, so I don't know if I should be trying to say Lepidus or not. But also a denarius, the obverse they think is Venus, and the reverse is an equestrian statue. Also a really neat piece there. And then you have the names Lepidus. You can see the M Lepidus right on the bottom. And a really nice looking statue on it. And then the guy on there with his, it looks like a spear and a shield. Or he's a hobo. That's always the answer, right? That's what my kids would probably say. All right, next up, another fine looking portrait here. On this one, Monet. Oh, okay, this is the good one, right? Yes. All right, so this is especially exciting because this coin of Carsus has coining implements on it. So much for saving the best for last, right? So you can see the tongs, and it's got like a piece of metal just in the front of the tongs. And then it's basically got the two dies, the top and the bottom die. So what's neat about some of the coins, not only do they tell you history, but they kind of tell you some of the things, the ways they used to do things. This is one of my favorite Roman coins always because of the minting and coining implements on it. There's another Roman coin which I absolutely love, which has a voting motif on it, and it shows them voting, and that's one of my favorites. So you get a glimpse at the history when you look at those. So those are some of the republics, and then we go into the imperatorial period. With this is going to have Mark Antony and Octavia on it from roughly 39 BC, and you got a really bold looking coin here. And you can make out the names, which is always fun. M Antonius, IMP, Costi. I should go over that sometime and tell you what all those things mean. And then the back of this one has this cool statue with the snakes on it. Why does it always have to be snakes? Right? Very, very cool piece. Always popular just based on the characters. I'm going to switch over actually because I have another. Oh, whoops. This is Augusta and Agrippa. Well, I'm switching over anyway. Augusta and Agrippa on a bronze coin from Gaul, from 9 or 8 BC to 3 BC. This is a super popular style coin. They come a little bit rough sometimes, but it's popular because it's got the crocodile on it, on the back, and there's a palm tree in the center, but that's a crocodile. His head's kind of shaved off on the right. You can see his feet, and there's the tail, and that should be a palm tree standing up front and center. You can kind of see the palm tree more at a distance than you could when we were up close on that. As long as I got us off track, let's look at this coin. This is from Spain, from the 2nd to 1st century. What's interesting, it's from Spain, but it's also still denarius, which is kind of cool. Lots of times the Spanish pieces, they had more of a rounded look to the artwork. So you see the beard, instead of having fine lines or like rounded dots. You see that with a lot of the Gaul and Gaelic issues. And then there's a rider on a horse with a spear. Also almost looks like some of the Gaelic coins that you'll see. All right, back to the Imperatorial, which is where we were going the whole time. So among the most common, or not common, among the most popular is anything with Julius Caesar on it. This denarius is graded by NGC and XF, 5 of 5 on the strike, and the surface quality of 4 of 5. And so let's look at the strike quality and the surface quality. Strong strike, even though it's off center, they don't worry as much about the centering on these. They do a little bit. If it's like really far off center, it'll make a big difference. But, you know, I love it when you got these actions of someone carrying somebody else. That's just so cool. You know, a big strong guy there, very possibly completely naked. It's a family show, so we won't talk too much about that. But overall, really nice looking piece. Anything from the Julius Caesar, the Octavian, the Octavius, those coins tend to trade at very high values compared to the other ones. So this one also is Julius Caesar from 44 BC. They call this AU details 4 of 5 and 4 of 5 on the strike and the surface quality. And the surface quality in this I really like. The strike's strong too, but you see just the planchet itself isn't all torn up or shiny looking. And then you have some trophies on this on the back. And you can make out the Caesar just a little bit, the C-A-E-S-A, not quite the whole Caesar on that. And that's a pretty expensive coin. It looks like the guy who had it priced at over $800 originally on that one. And 27, 28 BC, you're looking at Augustus, also known as Octavian. This one is graded a little lower. It's a fine. And you have both the strike and the surface quality a little bit lower. Also, look at this LT Graffito, light graffiti. So what you're going to see when you look at the coin is probably a little bit of some lettering carved in somewhere on the coin, or just some scratches. It looks like there's some scratches under his chin on that. And here you go with another coin that's expensive, but also has the alligator on it. So, you know, I think when I see the alligator, sometimes I think of Neverland and Captain Cook, but this is a completely different story here with this denarius. Overall, a really nice group of ancients. Some of the more scarce ones, I mean, you get the Caesars and the Octavians and Mark Antony. Those are going to be among the most popular type of coins that you can see in the ancient world. So time frame, most of all of these coins are from a similar time frame, from roughly 50 BC to about 3 or 4 BC. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I'm Ben, the Coin Geek. You can subscribe by clicking on the button in the corner and watch more videos on the right side of the screen. Thanks.